Why do some people just seem to win? It seems like life just keeps handing them the right people, the right timing, the right opportunities, while other people, smart, capable people, stay totally stuck. I used to think maybe it was just luck. Maybe some people were just dealt a better hand at life. But the more I looked at it and the more I wanted to figure this out, the more I realized that it wasn't luck at all. There's one magic word that explains almost all of it. A word that Earl Nightingale shouted from the mountaintops back in the 1900s. And that word is attitude. It's the one magic word that every successful or high performing person has in common. And no, attitude is not about being fake positive or forcing a smile when life sucks. Attitude is super deep, way deeper than that. It's how you think, feel, and act as a default. It's how you carry yourself when life punches you in the mouth. It's the signal that you send out to the world and that the world reflects back to you. If you're new here, I'm Christopher. I became an entrepreneur at 20, made my first million by 25, and now I share the lessons that I learned the hard way to help self-employed and 9-to-5 professionals, maybe like yourself, free themselves by taking control of their time, of their money, and their mindset so they can finally enjoy the life that they're building along the way. And today we're breaking down the most underrated secret to more peace, prosperity, and power, and that is a better attitude. So here's the wild part. You can have all the knowledge, all the talent, all the potential, but if your attitude sucks, none of that matters. In fact, attitude matters way more than those things by a long shot. I've seen, and you've probably seen, incredibly intelligent people getting absolutely manhandled by life. People with more degrees than a damn thermometer who still can't get what they want in life or seem to get their shit together. Naval Ravikant has a beautiful quote, and he says, "The only real test of intelligence is if you actually get what you want out of life." So degrees don't matter. And in fact, if information alone was the answer, then we would all be rich, ripped, and totally love our lives and waking up in the morning to whatever the day brings. But unfortunately, that's not the case for most people because we don't need more information in this information age. We need a better internal operating system, and that is attitude. Earl Nightingale defined attitude like this. Attitude is the composite or the combination of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And here's where this gets super powerful. Your thoughts influence your feelings influence your actions, and your actions reinforce and influence your thoughts. This quickly becomes a cycle or a loop that when it's positive, it makes you super magnetic to the best things in life. But when it's negative, it makes you miserable. If you're curious, well, what's my attitude? Look around. Your environment is a mirror to your attitude. If you don't like the reflection, don't smash the mirror or get mad at it. You need to adjust the projection, and that projection is your attitude. Now I'm going to teach you how to instantly shift your attitude. And first, I want to share some good news. It doesn't matter how your attitude has been in the past. All that matters is right now. The present moment is eternal, and the future is untouched because the moment you choose your attitude, instead of just reacting and having life choose it for you, you take your power back to create. You take control of this powerful loop that we talked about. There's actually a story that Earl Nightingale likes to share, or I guess he's dead now. There was a story that Earl Nightingale liked to share, and it was about a successful man that he interviewed. And he asked the guy, "When did you become successful?" And the man said, "When I was still sleeping on the park bench." Why? Because that is when he decided. He became mentally successful before his environment caught up. In other words, he controlled his attitude. And the same goes for you, my friend, watching this video. Before you build the dream life, you must first become the person who already lives it. Before you earn the money, you have to walk, talk, and carry yourself like someone who knows it's coming. You must mentally become that which you wish to achieve, says Earl Nightingale. But here is the problem. Life is going to test you. It's going to come down there and bitch slap you a couple of times. You're going to have rough days. You're going to have self-doubt. You're probably going to slip back into the old ways and patterns that don't serve you. So what are you to do when your attitude, when this loop goes sideways and gets out of your control. You've got to adjust it. Wallace D. Wattles, the author of The Science of Getting Rich, said, "The whole process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word. And that word, my friends, is gratitude." Gratitude is amazing because I can't spell. Gratitude. Gratitude is amazing because it's like a light switch on the wall. It activates the light inside of you and pushes out all the darkness. It takes you from this frowny face to this smiley face almost instantly, and gratitude can be used to activate the attitude you need to create the best life possible in the shortest period of time. Why is that? It's because the feeling of gratitude is actually the vibrational equivalent to abundance. If you don't believe me, look this up. David Hawkins is someone who studied something called the levels of consciousness, which maps emotions to their vibrational scale. And gratitude and abundance are the same thing. The thing is, if we live in gratitude, that means the closer we can live to and operate from abundance, the more abundance we're going to naturally create and receive. If I could summarize abundance, it would be this. Imagine making more money, working fewer hours, and finally having the space to think clearly, move intentionally, and actually enjoy the life you're building with as much money, love, and health as you desire. That's what I've been helping myself do as well as helping my clients do, and gratitude, in my opinion, is the most underrated tool for this. By the way, if you want to work with me one-on-one, there is a link in the description to learn more. So Earl Nightingale also said, "It is our attitude towards life that determines life's attitude towards us." When we have an attitude of gratitude, we become a walking magnet to miracles. And let me show you how. So I'm going to make this so simple, and I'm going to show you how to use the practice of gratitude for your own greatness. I personally believe that gratitude needs to be a part of your daily habits. Ideally, it needs to happen in the morning and at night when your mind is most open and receptive. I believe it's called theta state. So whatever you're doing at night, your mind extra absorbs into the subconscious. And gratitude, again, is not just some funny feeling. It's your vibrational weapon to get the life you want. It's also a fail-safe when the day isn't going how you wanted, you're feeling beat up and upset, or stress starts taking the wheel in your life. Bam, gratitude comes in and it will save the day. It only takes a few minutes. So here's the exact process that I use whenever I want to tap into gratitude to make this so simple for you. Number one, write 3 things, or I should say 3 or more things you are deeply, keyword, deeply grateful for. Here's the secret. Do not make this an intellectual exercise, as in don't think about what you're grateful for, feel it. Don't just write these 3 things down that you are deeply grateful for, feel them. For example, what lights your heart on fire right now? What or who could you not live without? What are you taking for granted that's actually amazing in your life right now? And maybe just like, how cool is it to be alive? Like, you get to watch this video, you get to drive a car, you have free will, it's pretty dope. You want to drop into it, into the deep gratitude, let it wash over you. So number 2, this one's a bit weird. Send love to the stuff that sucks, but it definitely works. Let me explain. I want you to think about the situations or people in your life that suck right now. The asshole that cut you off in traffic yesterday, your family going through another round of family drama, the negative $20 balance in your checking account. Like, think of the worst people or things happening in your life or in your life right now, and then send them love. I want you to imagine you just soak them in positive energy, whether they like it or not. That kind of sounds goofy. I'm going to give you positive energy against your consent, and you're going to like it. That's the kind of energy you want to have. And I know it sounds wild, but it works like a reset button because you stop reacting to these outside circumstances and you start responding. You start, in other words, taking control of this attitude loop, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. What the crazy thing is that the energy of these people and these situations will almost instantly shift, and then things will begin to turn around with those circumstances. If you don't believe me, try it. It's nuts. And that leads us to number 3, and that is ask for support. So here's what you're going to do for ask for support. You're going to sit in silence. You're going to connect with God, universe, spirit, source, whatever personally resonates with you or whatever you believe in. Maybe it's your higher self. And you want to ask for what you need right now. Is it guidance? Is it clarity? Is it inspiration? Whatever it is, ask it with a totally open heart, like sincerely, thank you for giving me this thing. And then let it go. The answer or the solution or the guidance will come. There's that saying, ask and you will receive. And when you do this, you will ask and receive very quickly. When you combine these 3 steps, writing 3 things you're deeply grateful for, sending love to stuff that sucks, and asking for support, it's like doing a real life magic trick, and it rewires your attitude in real time. You'll then step into a new emotional state. Now you're vibrating high and you're feeling good. You've shifted your energy and perspective towards outside events. Now you're not reacting, you're responding. And you've received a little nudge and a little hello from the universe. Now you don't feel so alone and you feel empowered with this information that you received from asking from the infinite intelligence that's out there, whatever word you call it. This is how I teach my clients to create momentum using gratitude, and it's what I personally do every time I feel like I'm spiraling, and it definitely works. Here's the takeaway with gratitude. Gratitude resets reality every single time. Life's good again because your attitude is. So you learned the magic word, all about attitude, how to use gratitude to fix your attitude, and now here is my challenge to you. I want you to try this gratitude practice and be aware of your attitude for the next 30 days. In the morning or at night or both or anytime you feel off. You don't need a perfect routine. You only need a moment to realign yourself with gratitude, and anytime you can pay attention to your attitude, in my book, you're winning. Because here is the truth. The quality of your life is a direct reflection of your attitude. And attitude is not about faking it. It's about choosing who you want to be and how you want to show up, especially when life feels chaotic. You can't always, and in fact, most of the time, you will not control your circumstances, but you can control how you meet them in the world with your attitude. You can walk into every day with your head up, shoulders high, heart open, and mindset set on the positive things in life. That's going to pull all the positive things and good things towards you. Like we talked about, when you're in that gratitude state or a state of abundance, you're going to be a magnet to all the miracles and good things in life. Remember, what you focus on multiplies. And when your dominant energy is presence, peace, and gratitude, your whole life is going to start to reflect that back to you. I want you to try this and watch what happens. And to wrap it up, here's what Earl Nightingale said: success is not the cause of a great attitude. A great attitude is the cause of success. That is the prerequisite. If you want more abundance, which I think we all do, start with your attitude. You want more peace? Change your perspective. And if you want more momentum, it all starts with the mindset. Try this gratitude practice for the next 30 days. Journal about it, feel it, and watch your life reflect it. And if this helped you, drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe. Let me know what you're grateful for in the comments. I'm grateful for you watching this video, and I really hope you got value out of today. Remember, the magic word is attitude. I'm excited to see it work its magic for you as it has and continues to for me. Much love, my friend. I'll see you in the next one.